All right, girls. So this is one of the letters we've already learned about. Do you guys recognize this letter? It's the letter B. And B says B, B. Good job. So B says B like bouncy ball or bumblebee. B, B. Now if we look at our sentences, they are the same, but this one is called what's manuscript or print, and this is cursive writing. So if we look at our sentence, we notice we have a blank. So in our blank, if we read our sentence, it says, I want to read about, and this word is supposed to be babe. Now that first sound you hear is B, B, for a capital B. And the reason it's capital is because Babe Ruth is a person's name. You use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence and on capital names. If we go over here, we're going to write the same letter in our blank, but it's going to be cursive. So for our cursive B, we're going to go and make a tail. And then we're going to connect our capital B to the next letter. In cursive, your pencil stays on the paper or marker board until your sentence is all the way done, and then you lift it up and make any crosses that you need to, like when you cross the letter T or dot an I. So to make a capital B, you are going to put your pencil on your headline, and you're going to go all the way down to your baseline and pick up your pencil. Start back at the top headline, small bump to the midline, big bump to the baseline. And that is how you make a capital B. So if you take your imaginary pencils and hold them up in the air, we're going to make a capital B. So we're going to start at that top headline, and we're going to go straight down to the baseline. I'm going to pick up our pencils, go to the top headline, small bump to the midline, big bump to the baseline. Good job. So that is your manuscript or print B. Our cursive B, like I said, is a little different. We're going to start with our tail. At the midline, we're going to go up to the headline. We're going to go down to the baseline. And then remember, we keep our pencils down. We're going to go back up. Small bump to the midline. Small big bump to the baseline. And we're going to make this that connects to our next letter. Okay? So if you guys want to go ahead and pick up your imaginary pencils one more time. And we are going to start on the midline. We're going to get our tail up to the top headline, down to the baseline. Keep your pencils on the paper. Go back up to the headline. Small bump to the midline. Big bump to the baseline. Good job. So if you would like to go ahead and take your hands, and I want you to practice a few times making those B's on the palm of your hand. Go ahead and make your print B. And then you can do your cursive B, just like we discussed. Now that could get confusing because on your capital B, on your print, you do pick up your pencil, but on your cursive, you don't. So, ladies, you have a small board in front of you and a dry erase marker, and we are going to learn the difference between those. So we're going to start on our headline. Our headline is red on our marker board. Our midline is blue, and our baseline is black. So we're going to start with our print B. We're going to start at the headline, go down to the baseline, pick up our pencils, small bump to the midline, big bump to the baseline. Go ahead and make a couple of those on your own. You guys are doing so good. Awesome job. All right. Just one more so that you have 4 in total. Good job. So now we're going to go down here and we're going to do our cursive one. Remember, we're going to start at that midline, go up to the headline, down to the baseline, follow it back up, small bump, big bump, connect to the next letter. Good job. Go ahead and make me 4 of those just like you did at the top with your print B's. Great job, guys. Great job. Now I do have us some papers to go ahead and practice on. Just some more. I did go ahead and I started by making sure that you had something to start with. So on your paper, make sure that you trace the dotted ones first. Make sure that you are using your pencil grip. You can use these little alligator guys, and you can rest your one finger on his back. You can rest your thumb on your finger, on his fingers, and you can draw by guiding his mouth. Okay? Great job, guys. Awesome work, guys. All right, now you're going to move on to your cursive capital B's. Awesome. Great job. And on that final line, go ahead and give me one print or manuscript B and one cursive B, all by yourself. Remember, if you forget where it looks like, you have 2 places you can look and a third on your board. Awesome job, ladies.